They have squirting ones as well, but that's all long.
Squirting what?
You can the pump. You can.
But what's squirting
The
out?
pump.
What's it
You can put
squirting?
water.
Yeah.
You can put water. Squirt.
But why?
We would just got water into the person's vagina.
I don't know if is that
Vulva.
I don't think that's good.
Do you know what? It's actually if you wanna inseminate at home, I guess
You could
put
use
the sperm
that.
in there.
You could use that. Yeah.
I'm doing that.
I mean, that's for you guys out there if you actually want.
I'm doing that
conceive
because I do
in that
actually want
way.
to conceive.
I
in the
think I'm
house.
doing that too.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys, and welcome to episode 201 of the Tutus podcast. I am Nana.
And I'm Ro.
Why are you laughing?
Because all week I've been thinking, how's she gonna say 201?
Well, how do you say it, right? Is it 201?
Yeah, 201.
201?
Nah, I feel like I just made it even longer.
201. Yeah, 201. I am Nana.
And I'm Ro.
And together we are Tutus. I think we probably have the most important guest on the podcast today.
Yes, we do.
We
Oh,
have the
guys.
most important person on the podcast today. This is our editor.
A
Ella.
third of two twos. Even if it's two, the three
threes.
Yeah, we're free today.
Free
That's-
threes.
That's the name of this episode.
Ella, welcome to News.
Thank you for
Yes.
having me, guys.
Wow. This is the first time you've been on the podcast.
I know. Honestly, I feel blessed. It feels like a good day. I'm good to be here.
How does it feel being on this side
Yeah.
rather than us sending you the files and
you
How
go
does it
through
feel?
all
It
of
feels
that.
weird.
Yeah.
Even when he's like coming in, setting up the cameras, putting my mind at something, I'm thinking, this is do you
Just
want me to
your
help?
job.
Like,
Yeah.
do you want me to like? 'Cause yeah, no, feeling.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's good, I like
it's been
it.
a long time coming.
Yeah, it has.
And obviously, before you were working with us, you listened to the podcast
Yeah,
before
of
working with
course.
us. So like,
Yeah.
it's full circle.
I was a fan. Like, this is full circle. And I just have to say, 200 episodes. Big up us, big up you two. Like, I'm honestly, I
Yeah.
said it in a message the other day, but
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Thank
You lot are
man.
smashing it. This is so important. And just big up you lot.
Thank
Keep
you.
going. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, babe. Because
Exactly. Do you know what? Someone left a comment and was like, "You guys drop names on the podcast sometimes, and we don't know who they are." And like, we need a picture, but now you have a whole video.
It's me.
How about that?
we all,
How
I think
about
we
that?
mentioned Ella quite a lot.
Yeah, they were like, "Who are these people?"
I know. I was thinking on the way here, I'm gonna like be referencing myself. Ella, cut it out. Cut it
Yeah.
out. Ella, cut it.
It's true.
That's
but
mad.
how's everyone's week been?
I'm trying to remember what's even happened in this week. I've had builders over, sorting out my kitchen and my bathroom, so it's been a bit hectic in the house. But apart from that, we're freelancing and all over the place as usual. Yeah.
No, man.
How about you, Ella?
Literally saying freelancing, trying to make it work. I feel like I can't wait to get to a point when someone asks me like, "How you doing?" And I'm just like, "I'm great.
good. Yeah.
I'm good." Because when I say that to someone and they say that, I'm like, that's refreshing.
It is.
So I can't say that I'm necessarily there, but we're trying, we're working on it, and we'll get there. But today I'm feeling good. I'm
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
positive vibes.
Well, this week's been a bit shit for me, to be honest with you.
Aye.
Do not because of anything has happened. It's just been because Capricorn is in full moon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
That's the reason why.
I don't even know what that
Apparently-
means, but Capricorns are just not my people, and I'm just gonna put
Wait,
it out
my,
there.
my baby niece is a Capricorn. You
Oh,
can't
love her.
say
Do
that.
you know
so
what?
sorry.
My little cousin is Capricorn, and I love her. She's
Yeah.
big up you, Mills. I love you.
Aw.
You're not listening to this because
Yeah.
it's not
This
the
is
thing, but big up Mills.
grown people stuff.
But Capricorns, yeah, it's just
Capricorn.
Let me read what Chi said about Capricorn, this full moon thing, because we always say this, but we don't know what it
Oh, did
means.
she actually put something in the group
Yeah.
chat? Oh.
So she said this new moon is in conjunction Pluto and is the last time this aspect will occur in our lifetime. The reason I'm saying this is because the energy calls for you to let go of anything that is holding you back, anything you need to learn and release in order to step into the chapter you want to have and the person you want to be. So remain positive, but make changes you need to make in order to step into the person you want to be and have the life you want to have. Also, even though things are heavy and uncertain, it's just death season preparing you for rebirth. I like that. So it's like
Purge.
Yeah.
It's like a purge.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I read something similar on Google, so I think she's right.
Yeah.
Do you see that? I feel like that completely makes sense of where I am right now. I think I'm a Cancer, and I think Capricorn is also like my sister sign, or supposed to be, or something like that. I can't claim to know everything, but it's something along those lines. And so maybe that's why I feel like I'm going through a significant rebirth, or a rebirth is necessary, and it's the first time I feel like I'm actively like stepping into that and being like, Ella, sort this out, make the change where the change needs to happen.
Yep.
So yeah,
But I think you're also going from 20s to like your mid 20s, and that is a jump as well.
How old
I
did
just
you turn?
turned 25.
Yeah, that is a jump too.
I always forget how young you are.
Do you know what?
Because you're so
Baby
mature.
girl.
I think when was in Swipe Your Sign? I think when was in. Okay, guys, if you don't know, Ella was on Swipe Your Sign too, producing, and Nathan was like, "She's how old?" And I was like, because obviously them times you were 24 then, and he was like, "She's how old?" It's how old? I feel old.
But you know what? It's so weird. I was literally. I think I was talking about it with my girlfriend earlier today. I'm starting to feel older. I don't feel old at all. But I'm realizing that people are getting really like a lot younger than me, and I'm thinking, like it's
to get
really
older.
weird.
Now you know how we feel.
It's weird. It's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
no, I'm still young. I'm claiming it until I can't anymore.
Yeah. That means when you joined us, you were about 21 or 22.
Yeah, I can't. How long have I been with you? Lot?
I can't remember. I thought it was like 3 years.
I think it's 2.5 years because you came like it was a January.
Do you know what? No, I think it's a bit longer than. It might be like 3 years.
I feel like it's 3. I feel like 2 years is too short.
It's what I mean.
I think it's 3.5.
Is it?
Because
It should be for time.
Was it after lockdown? So you was hitting we had our first live
think it might-
show,
yeah,
and that was 2021. Our first live show.
Yeah, I think so.
And you was already here in our first live show.
yeah. I was here for the first live show.
Yeah.
Damn, it actually is 3.5
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because that was 2021.
Yep.
2024. It was 2021 September.
Yeah.
It's going to be September soon.
Yeah.
That'll be 3 years.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a bit long. Do you know what? I'm measuring it in girlfriends, and I know I was with,
That's
I
always
was
a
with
good
the
reference,
ex.
you know.
Yeah, I was with the ex, and that was I've been with this girlfriend for like 2 years,
Yeah.
and then there was like a 7-month break.
That's a
And
good
then
reference.
so it's been a moment.
Yeah.
It's actually been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been actually been about
I
3
knew it because I was
Bruh,
like,
that's long.
we've been together for time.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it feels long.
Bruh.
Yeah, it feels long.
Because I was thinking, 2.5 years. But no, it actually does feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, it's been a long time.
because we've had this podcast for almost 5 years, right? Was it 5 years this year?
It's 29. It's going to be 5 years in September.
September, and we wasn't editing it for ourselves that long. It wasn't that. I think it was like 2 years.
It's been a very long time. Since we
Yeah,
edited.
I think it was editing for 2 years. I did 1 year, then we started sharing the year
Yeah.
after. Then we got Ella. That's how it worked.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Fun.
Are you? Yeah.
So how's it been working with us?
Are you
anyway?
having fun? Because we know it's stressful.
Yeah, do you know what? But I
We're
feel
not
like
used
it's
to work
stressful, but when as well. I mean, work can just be stressful,
In
isn't
general,
it?
yeah.
Because I love it so much, you make it work and you make it happen. Being around you two and like, in you two's presence, like, is absolutely beautiful, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I think me, in terms of my working, like, can just be a struggle for me sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's. I've gone from, full-time work. I was at BBC for 6 years, and now transitioning into being freelance and like trying to juggle everything, juggle my time, juggle my money, juggle my this, juggle my that. I think that's been the harder part of it. But when it comes to like the actual work of what I have to do for you guys, you are a breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like being a freelancer is hard. It feels like you're always working. Because it's your own time, do you know what I mean? And because you're a freelancer, you have to find different streams of income.
Yeah.
You can't just have one, do you know what I mean? One thing. There's always multiple things.
You're not relying on the paycheck every month on a certain day.
You're waiting for invoices.
But the bills sometimes somehow still keep going. And
they don't. They always go. The bills don't stop ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
It doesn't matter what your situation is. The bill's going to remain the same or even increase.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah. And like we're all kind of like freelancers. Sometimes like we're waiting on the bill. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're waiting on the invoice or something. Like and it feeds in. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's
a
a
lot.
lot.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So how did you get into BBC? Because I think at the moment they've even not that I'm advertising for the job role, but there's a trainee. Is it a trainee scheme?
Yeah. So
What's it called?
I don't
Make
know.
It Happen. They called it.
I don't know. So there's a bunch of different ones that they do at the BBC. I don't know if I got them through the one that you're talking about. I started at through an internship with Radio 2 that was open to ex-Brit School students. So I went Brit School for college.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you know
what?
that, girl?
I did.
Do you remember that as a dancer?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
she's
I
stuff
did
in
all the
Nigerian Rose.
performance.
Remember that?
Oh, I remember that. I remember that piece of information, but I didn't know you went to the Brit School.
Yeah, I went Brit School for college, so I was only there for 2 years.
Right. Wow, that's amazing.
And I did community art, so it wasn't one of like the biggest strands. I wasn't doing music or theatre, but we kind of did acting, singing, dancing,
Yeah.
and then took it out into the community. I love doing stuff for the community and taking my creative passions and stuff like elsewhere. So that's what I was doing then.
Yeah.
So yeah, it became open. I went to drama school for a term.
How was that?
I mean, I lasted a term. So
Do you know what? Remember, I went drama school too.
Yeah.
And I also lasted the term.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was just
It's hard because they make you
difficult.
crawl like a lion and stuff. Like it's bare long, fam.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think with drama school is, I think that this theory and other things around it, yeah, but there's a lot that you're not actually interested in.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
part.
Yeah,
That's
there's
the
a
part.
there.
That's the part as well.
I don't even know if that was the part for me personally. I think upon leaving, I feel like I'm understanding a lot more about it. First of all, I went into a space where I think there was 80 people on my course. There was 5 black people. There was the one other black girl on my course. She was in my class at Brit, and we weren't the best of friends. So
Right, I think
it was just like
I thought something happened there. Like,
no,
romantically. Oh, okay.
nothing like that. Like, we weren't the coolest of people. We, made up and we was cool, whatever in thing. But I just think going into a space where I feel like I felt so othered. I was the only person that commuted in, so everyone kind of lived with each other.
Okay.
I think there was just a lot going on in terms of that. And I think the first thing that I studied at uni or drama school was identity. It was a thing on identity.
Yeah.
And I've come from I've grown up being someone that's like so sure in myself. I was the person that was always there for everyone. I would sort everyone's problems out. I'd be like that person. So I think I was always very sure of myself. But I think I got there, it was identity, and I just went, oh my God, who am I? And then it was all a bit much, and I don't know. I just think things weren't aligning. The opportunity came up for an internship at BC. I thought, let me go for it. I'm not enjoying where I'm at, like going through a bit of a rough time. Let me see what happens. And then I got it and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm in a place now, I would like to return to acting. It's something that is on the scopes. Obviously, funds need to feel a bit more correct.
It's expensive, isn't it?
Because it's expensive.
It's expensive. I remember going to, I applied for, I can't remember what uni it was, but I applied for drama undergrad, and I went to the audition, and I was like probably the few black people there.
Yeah.
There was like a handful of black people, and everyone else was white.
Yeah.
And like I've heard stories about certain roles and stuff, like people not getting, like black people not getting roles and stuff like that. It's hard, especially
puts you off
when you're young as well. Like with the
exactly.
identity thing, I think it just blows that up a bit more.
Do you know what? On that as well, I feel like when I was there, looking at like TV and film, I wasn't seeing the roles that I could play. I feel like since I've left, I've just the influx. I feel like I could play.
Do you know
so
what
many
there
people
is?
there.
However, there's
Go on,
still a
tell
but.
me.
The but is that there's still, in comparison to the roles for white people, is still significantly like small. Like so you was like bare people going for it. So the competition is big.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Like something like Supercell. Can you imagine
Bare
how
people.
many people?
How many
Can you
people went
imagine?
for it? I can't imagine.
Can you imagine?
Even Top Boy.
But you just gotta believe in yourself
You
in
have
those
to, you
situations.
have
I will
to.
be in season 2. That's how I'm
Again.
putting it out
When
there.
the guy from Supercell said that he manifested it,
Yeah, you have to.
He said
You
he
have
just-
to.
he
You really
manifested
just have
it.
to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
and like that's why you have things like identity drama school now.
Yeah.
Cool. I remember when
Yeah.
it first. I was like year 9 when it first started because I used to be in Arcola Theatre,
Yeah.
and I used to go to Arcola Theatre for drama club as well. And it was when it first started, so they used to let us just join them afterwards. And it's so mad because like I feel like I do actually remember some of the people who have come up from there now being
Right.
there, like John
Yeah.
Baker. I do remember him.
What do you
I
think
do
about
remember
that?
him.
Do you think about like if you have to really stick at something and not give up and you'll make it? Like, do you? Because sometimes it'll be hard.
Like,
Like,
when do you give up?
Exactly. When do you say,
I don't-
okay, I've really put my all in this? Like, maybe this is not for me because like we've got bills to pay.
Yeah.
We're getting older. Do you know what I mean? How
Yeah.
long can we, keep trying to pursue this dream?
I feel like there just becomes a time when you have to move a bit smart. Like if it's your passion, you do it in the capacity that you can do it, but you do what you need to do to pay the bills.
Right.
And like if you can keep that passion fueled alongside,
Yeah.
then you can. But
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
It's hard,
going
innit?
all out to your.
It's hard, yeah, because I'm going to be in my mid-30s this year.
Are we
And
considering that mid?
34 is mid.
Is it?
It's mid. It's
Oh, give yourself to 35 at least.
Yeah.
35, I'm
35.
definitely in the mid,
Yeah.
but I'm almost in the mid.
Okay, we'll
and
say
I
that.
just feel like, for me, I feel like the kind of life that I would have wanted for myself, I'm not living that because I'm still chasing a dream. But I feel like if I just did a 9-to-5 thing, went to work every single day with my work ethic, I know I'll be living the life that I
But
would
would you
live.
be fulfilled?
But I wouldn't be fulfilled. And the thing is, I would rather live a life of fulfillment than a life of riches, to be honest.
Yeah.
But also, I'm a Libra and I like money.
You
I like
nice-
shiny
I
things.
mean, I hear it. Like my mum was like, "Why can't you just get like?" Because I work on like sets, so like TV and film and stuff. And She was like, why can't you just get a normal job? Because it's freelance. Once the show finishes shooting, you're done.
That's it.
Then you have to move on to the next one. You have to find the next one. So she's like, why can't you just get a normal regular job? And I said, I might as well be dead.
Yeah. Honestly.
And she was just looking at me like, I said, I might as well be dead because I'm not going to be fulfilled in this life. You only have one life. You don't get another chance.
But also, guys, sorry to cut you off. 34 is young.
It's still young.
Both of my parents changed careers at 50 at different times, but both of them could change careers at 50, and I feel like went into things that they really wanted to do. There's time, like, and they...
Yeah, there's time. I mean, I just got on holidays to go on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to go on holidays for like 3 months. But
I'm not joking.
Don't get me in my broody.
I just want to have my daughter.
yeah. But going back to this purge you were saying at the beginning, I believe that's something I'm on the brink. I think we are on the brink of something.
I think
so I feel like just stick at it. I haven't given up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it does play in my mind that cool, I'm getting older and I need to live a settled life. Because sometimes you look at people who are my age, they are married with kids, they are not in the club, they
have
like,
bought their house.
they have bought their houses, that they live all this stuff, and they're people that I went to school with. Do you know what I'm saying? That I'll go on Facebook and I see all of them, and like
It
they're
feels
not
like people have like passed you by.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, but you can't... what was the quote that I was seeing earlier about...
What about
comparison is
comparing
the thief of joy.
Yeah.
It is.
And I feel like it's so easy to look at what's going on around us, but you know, people say whether you buy your Lamborghini at 50 or you buy it at 25, like you still got a Lamborghini in it. Like it is what it is. You'll get there when you get there.
Yeah. No, I definitely believe in that, and I think that is what makes me remain and keep going, because I didn't enjoy it still at the same time.
Same. So
Like,
when you got into like, you know, your career, did you like, was it something that you fell in love with like as soon as you landed?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a level of happiness if I'm being creative. So, and I feel like although I maybe steered away from what I initially thought I was going to do, acting, dancing, like all of that sorts, like I was still in a realm where I was very much being creative and getting to explore that in different ways. I also just love to learn.
Yeah.
And I was in a space that I did an internship, learning loads, onto the next thing, learning loads, into podcasting, like learning as I go along, teaching myself to do video, teach myself to do this, teaching myself to do that. So I think as long as I'm in a place where I am being creative, I'm good. I don't think podcasting is like my whole heart and my passion. At the moment, I think where I am and just struggling through a lot of things, I think it's definitely feeling like a thing that's paying the bills whilst I work on what I want to do next. But we'll get there.
You know, so that's the thing about life, as like you were saying about your parents as well, like changing careers. Like we have a whole lifetime, we can do so many different things during that lifetime. So I think that's, you know, I think so.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So done.
We will.
I'm so done. So I don't know if people know. Well, people don't probably not know anything about you, Ella.
Probably not.
But what was it like for you growing up and coming out and all of that stuff? Like, was that, because I don't even think I know this, like, but we've been to your house. Your family
Everyone's
is
very welcoming.
Your family is the most like welcoming, supportive, and they know that you work with us. But like the welcoming they gave us was
Their welcome was
so
nice.
beautiful.
It was really sweet.
And everybody knew who we were. Like your like a lot of your family members knew who we were. So coming into your house, everyone was like, oh hi, like saying us, calling us by our names. I was like, wow, boy, this is a very nice family. Lucky.
And the food was nice.
The food was
good.
10-10.
I like that.
10-10.
I think I had a bit of a unique experience in terms of, I feel like my whole growing up life, I didn't know. Like, and I think I didn't know because it wasn't my focus. Like, I didn't really have a focus on like boys and dating and da-da-da. Like, it just was never necessarily my thing. I would have my crushes. Like, I definitely had, you know, one crush in primary school, one crush in secondary school, and they were consistent for the 6 and 5 years. Like, that's kind of what I did. There was never really like, I can't think back to a moment where I could feel like, oh, there's a girl and I maybe had a little crush. Like, I didn't really have any of that. Yeah. So it wasn't until I was 19 and it was brought to my attention.
Oh, someone brought it to your attention?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Someone brought it out of me, basically. And
was this a young lady?
It was a young lady.
Right.
It was my ex. It was my first girlfriend. And I mean,
you gay?
pretty much. I met her in Thailand randomly. She was I'm
So
from East London. She's from South London. Met her in Thailand, and I was with my cousin out there at the time, and she was with a big group of friends. But we just hit off all from London in Thailand, like a different space. And we had just kind of gravitated towards each other, but I can gravitate towards, especially in like going out settings and like I can have that just like flirty energy, but not even in a necessarily like, well, to me, I don't think it's necessarily a flirty way. But she was like, oh, where you going kind of thing. And I was like I'm just like going to the things. She was like, so what, have you got like someone at home kind of thing? I was like, this is bold. I was like, no, just keep walking kind of thing, like keep walking, no. And then she was like, oh, you're moving like you do. And I was like, no, I don't, but I'm straight. I don't know what you want me to do, like, but thing. And she just kind of looked at me like, and then I was saying, oh yeah, like I'm here. It's about to be my 19th birthday. Like, she was like, oh, you're young.
How old was she?
She was a couple of years older than me. So if I was 19, she was like 21, 22.
Okay, yeah.
But she was like, oh, you're young. And then she just kind of laughed it off kind of thing. And I was just thinking, whatever, but anyway, I went about my time. But then throughout the holiday, we just kind of ended up in Thailand. You kind of moved to different islands and stuff, and we kind of always ended up being in the same place, and we was really gravitating towards each other. Nothing happened on the holiday. And there was one, towards the end of my holiday, I was on one of them long trains.
Yeah, from 24-hour trains.
Like from somewhere to Bangkok, Koh Samui to Bangkok or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slept the whole 10 hours
and you
though.
sleep on some weird
Yeah.
little thing like
Train
that.
to sleep on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
It's got
beds in
beds.
it. Yeah, not the most comfortable thing, but you know, it does the job.
But when
innit?
you're tired from the islands, you will sleep.
Yeah, it works.
I didn't do that. I didn't try that one. I'll go back.
Yeah, I need to go back. Honestly, I love
Same.
Thailand.
Best place ever.
And I was laying there, and I just started hearing like, are you you're only young, like your thing, da 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 da. I just started hearing her like say words, da 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 da, and I just started crying, and I said to myself, Ella, you don't cry for no reason, innit? And there's obviously you're feeling something, whatever. Anyway, came back to the UK, working in BBC. Walking up Oxford Street, Great Portland Street, rainbows everywhere. It's June, innit? Rainbows everywhere. I'm thinking, what's going on?
The signs.
I'm thinking, what's happening? What's happening? And then I had a BBC do a survey every now and then to like find out who's working there. So you know, you have to answer all the questions about yourself, sexual orientation.
Yeah.
Asked me sexual orientation, and I went to the toilet. It's the first time I've ever had a panic attack. Like,
Wow.
and I didn't know what was going on. I went back to my desk. I messaged her, and I was just like, I'm not really sure what's happening, but I feel like I just had a panic attack. And I was explaining the situation. And then it just was really quick from there. And I feel like, because I've always been someone that's been so accepting, I think back to school RE, I was the one always fighting for LGBT. Like, I'll be rebuttaling everyone because I'm just someone that was always like accepting of all. And I was just like, do you know what, Ella? If it is what it is, if you like girls, like, it is what it is. Nothing else about you is going to change. It is what it is. I remember I told my mum, you know, I actually recorded myself telling my mum. I need to dig out that recording from somewhere. But my mum had told me all my life, like, if you are, it's okay. I don't think she necessarily thought I was, but I was always a tomboy. I always presented like this.
Okay,
like,
cool. That makes
I want to say, girl,
I
your
was-
past pictures and you look gay from the gay.
Yeah.
That's why she was like,
I would have assumed you were gay as well.
Yeah.
Is it good to assume? I would have.
Yeah, it's not good to assume, but
I think everyone did.
Yeah,
Everyone did. It was
yeah.
definitely brought to me loads of times throughout the years, but I just was like, nah,
Yeah.
like, I'm not even taking offense to what you're saying. I'm just not. Like, I don't know what to do with that.
That's so interesting. Like your queer awakening happens when it happens. Do you
It
know what I mean?
happens when
Like
it
it just
happens.
happens when it. Some people are like, I knew when I was 6.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't know when I was 6.
Do you know what's so mad? When people are like, grew up as tomboys and all of that, and then they come out whenever they come out and they say, but everyone's like, of course you were gay.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, no, I genuinely didn't know.
Yeah.
They're like, I
Do you
didn't
know what? I do, like, my close family, I think some of them were like, oh yeah, like we had our inklings, but a lot of them were like, I just had no idea. I just thought you were just a tomboy. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it. Coming out to a lot of my family, like you talking about them being so nice and accepting, like I think I definitely have opened up a lot of conversation for my family. Like a lot of my cousins have told me, like, we now in our like and our families have conversations around the table that we would never really have had before.
Yeah.
And I did it in a way. I told my mum, you can tell everyone I don't really care. I'm not coming out. Like I don't feel a need to come out. If it comes up in conversational way, we're living and chilling.
Yeah.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Yep.
I'm not gonna change. And if they suddenly turn around and act like they don't love me, then you never loved me. Like
it was conditional.
and that's how
Yeah.
it was. I'm 19. I was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think everyone kind of respected me for it in a way.
Yeah.
They will, especially if you say I'm not coming out and I don't owe you a conversation.
Yeah.
I don't owe you an explanation. If you want to have a conversation to understand, that is fine. But it's like, you know, it's
Literally.
not like you're coming to accuse me or you're coming to, do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I
So,
remember having a
yeah.
panic attack because when I was in uni, but it was because my friend was like, "Are you really gonna eat pussy?" Because I'd never eaten pussy before. So are you really
You had a
gonna eat?
panic
I had a
attack.
panic
I thought you
attack
just told me
in
this before.
Kingston University.
Yeah.
I had a panic attack. So yeah, I understand the
You know what?
difference.
I didn't have it when it came to eating pussy. I think I was a natural. I was just born with it. When it came, the first time I had sex, it was like, "There's no way you've not done that." I said, I was even a virgin. I've not done nothing.
I hadn't done it before.
Yeah, you did. You lied to the
I lied to
person.
them that I'd done it
That was
before.
amazing. Like, I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
They couldn't tell, child.
I had a weird moment the first time I used a strap.
Did you?
That I had a bit of an out body experience.
It is weird though when you put it on for the first time. I felt so stupid.
Just got a bit of silicone hanging from your crotch.
Yeah, it's like it was fine. I feel like in the moment it was natural and it happened, but after I was
Was it like the post-nut clarity kind of vibe?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Do you have that now? What about now? Do you have that?
No, I don't. I feel so
Nah.
comfortable in the strap
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I do. But it's only recently that I do.
Oh.
Really? Why? What do you think that is?
I mean at the afterwards.
Oh,
I mean, you can
afterwards.
stay there, boy. It's a part of me now. I'm sleeping with
I
it
can
on.
still like once you finish, I can still
Yeah.
have that on
Yeah.
and just be there laying conversation,
Yeah.
conversing. Sorry, just be laying there like.
But I think it depends on who I was having sex with. I think that's the reason why. I think it depends on
Yeah.
how comfortable I was in
right,
it.
right.
But I definitely think, and also I wasn't strapping that much as much as I do these days. And
Top
You've been
strapper.
doing it a lot, boy.
and not in the past month though, but anyway, TMI. So yeah, I think that's the reason why. I don't think I was that comfortable when it came to the strap with certain people I was having sex with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just
I-
cut it off.
It's weird.
I've always been like after that initial first like putting it on and feeling silly. I think like after that I've just been like fine. It's just like another toy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it is a toy
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
I've missed like doing a strap down though.
because you got a
'Cause mine
different
wasn't
one.
doing it, you just step in and that's it.
Yeah. No, my one at the moment.
Is it
I
the one that
got
you
one of
adjust
them.
with the straps?
Yeah.
I
It's been
I
a
threw that
while.
one away because I've had it.
Me too. Mine was
Dirty. No.
You know, you can look at it, you can smell it.
No,
Yeah.
but you
Look
can you look at it, you can
It's a
see
go.
it.
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm gonna say. You can see it.
because of the material as well.
Oh, that-
Like,
yeah, those are the
So what
best
do you have now?
ones.
What,
do you know what? I bought the one that you bought, but
Yeah.
I've got a small yash. Do you know what I mean? So like it's a one size fits
It's
all,
a- yeah.
but
Right.
it's a bit too big for me, like a tiny bit too big for me. But I just bought the pant one, the boxer one.
I've
Remember you
always
told me
looked at them.
That's good. Did you tell me that's good, or people told you?
No,
that's
I've seen
good?
it online. People use that with the harness one.
Oh, they use it
Together.
with the harness.
Yeah, apparently with that it never goes anywhere. It don't shift nowhere. But I've never used the boxer. I've never used it.
So I got that. I got it from Temu, guys. Again.
Yeah, so I feel like you kind of cut it short. I feel like you cut it short last
did
week
cut
'cause
the review short,
it wasn't the
didn't we?
time. But
Give us the team review then.
yeah, go on.
That Temu review, I feel like the sizes they be lying about those
Okay.
sizes. I got a
yeah,
7.
I'm gonna send you a pic.
Please.
and you can measure it with my hand.
Whenever I go on the internet,
Yeah.
yes, when I went to watch the basketball, I went and opened up my Safari and it was there.
The dildo was there.
Yeah. And the person I was sitting next to me, she was like, sorry. And I'm pretty sure the people sitting behind me saw it too.
I'm crying.
And I had Amy sitting on my left.
Yeah.
I was like,
You're lucky she didn't see
Yeah,
that.
that's the only person that I can care about.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
that's
else, you
true.
go, what, you want to see too? Yeah.
That's true.
Let
No,
me-
they're
let me-
lying about the sizes, you know. I got a 7 because we can never find a 7 in a brown.
Yeah.
So I only found it on Temu, but when it came, I looked at that thing. I said,
that is £3.99.
not-
How much you buy it for?
"What's that? Let me see." Oh, it's gone down.
Pay $3.99. Oh, what?
No, that one's.
It's 9. Oh, that's Klarna.
That's
It's
Klarna.
$3.99 on Klarna, boy.
But £10 is really cheap for
100%, yeah.
When you go on Bondara and what's the other one that we buy from? Bondara,
Or Love Honey.
Love Honey.
Yeah.
They're expensive. Well, not
Yeah.
expensive, but they're like in the
Yeah, it's
20s and the
pricey,
30s.
yeah,
Yeah.
People do actually DM sometimes asking where to get dildo from.
Now you know, guys.
And
Temu,
maybe we should. Have we ever spoken about where to get dildo from? I think we have. But
we
maybe should
have.
refresh.
Yeah.
So obviously Timu.
Timu's good because it's cheaper as well, and
Damn.
it's the quality is just as. Oh, you see the picture now.
Sorry, go on.
Them are not 7 inches, child, but also it's really girthy.
It says 24.3 centimeters.
I didn't look at the girth.
It says thick
Look
black
at the inches,
dildo.
though.
Whose G spot?
But in terms of feel and stuff,
I haven't used. So
Oh,
if
okay.
in terms of feel with my hands,
it
feels
says
good.
giant dildos.
Oh, maybe I missed that.
Nana saw brown. She said, "Yeah."
Wait, that's not even the biggest one. The other one is bigger.
What the other one? Okay, let me send you that one to see that she said. Bloody hell!
Wait, which one do you
No,
have?
it says. No, it says. Yeah, it says huge.
It says huge.
It literally says.
My
huge.
bad. I might have missed that.
They look decent though.
They look good, and like even the detail. Like
Yeah.
obviously
The
we're not trying to mirror men, but you know, like it's cute.
It helps with the
Yeah,
illusion, doesn't
yeah, it helps with the.
But
They have squirting ones as well, but that's all long.
Squirting what?
You can the pump. You can.
but what's squirting
It's
out?
got
the
pump.
pump?
What's it
You can put
squirting?
water.
Yeah.
You can put water. Squirt.
But why?
We just got water into the person's vagina.
I don't know if that's is that
Vulva.
I don't think that's good.
Do you know what? It's actually if you wanna inseminate at home, I guess
You could
put
use
the sperm
that.
in there.
You could use that. Yeah.
I'm doing that.
I mean, that's for you guys out there if you actually want.
I'm doing that
conceive
because I do
in that
actually want to
way.
conceive.
I
in the
think I'm
house.
doing that too.
Yeah. But you gotta know, like, you gotta do your research basically. If the sperm can even,
Yeah.
you
Oh my
know,
God, did you guys
live
watch
in
that
there.
documentary on Netflix about the guy's got like 1,000 kids or whatever it is?
That was too
started it.
racist for me. I
started
stopped
it.
watching
It was very racist.
because everyone was it was the blonde hair,
Blonde
blue
hair, blue
eyes.
eyes.
That was
Yeah.
At the
racist for
end,
me.
they revealed the reason was they started doing it in Africa and they said they want to bleach Africa. That's what they said in the end.
The guy.
Oh.
Basically, there was a team of them doing it. It wasn't just the one guy. There was a team of them in the end.
Oh.
Spoiler if anyone wants to watch it. But basically, one of them said, yeah, we're trying to bleach Africa.
Oh.
From the beginning, I knew there was a racist element to it from the beginning anyway.
That's so mad.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
that's-
That's
That was
Yeah.
crazy. But I say that to say, like, he was giving the sperm to some people. Like, so they'll meet him in a shopping centre or they'll come to his house to collect
Yeah.
it or whatever.
Oh,
And they'll
it
have
was
to put it
lasting.
between their legs and drive
keep
home
it warm,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, she was in the
Yeah.
car with her legs up in the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
And she put it on, she parked up on the side of the road because it was traffic. I just put it in here, but I don't think that one worked.
There was a team of them.
There was
That's
a team of them.
crazy.
There was a team of them. It was sick. But
And now you got all these people running around siblings.
and the thing is,
related.
they all meet up.
Yeah.
There's bury them. They like travel, like
They're
they
from
fly.
where? From Netherlands?
They're
or-
from bare countries.
Oh god.
There's one from America.
But it started
travelled
there.
in.
It started in
It started there, yeah. There's some here. When I saw Africa on the map, I said, "Oh."
But what was his? Why did he want to? Why was he doing that? Like, I know the he wanted to cleanse Africa, but what was his reason for like just giving bare sperm out?
It was like a game. From what the woman said, it was a game. He's got a YouTube channel and he's been talking
I
about
know
his YouTube
he's
channel,
been
but I haven't actually watched
telling his
YouTube.
side, right?
Yeah.
Narcissistic.
But
There's a lot
yeah,
of
he's a
things,
narcissist,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I'm helping people. These people wouldn't have these lovely kids if it wasn't for me. All this stuff. And
was the
I just, there's a lot of like queer couples that have just been victims of this because obviously
Yeah.
you use sperm donors, innit?
Yeah, it's true.
But-
That is true.
But yeah, like they did.
awful.
That's it to say because but they did actually carry the sperm.
Okay, so maybe this strap squeezy thing can work.
Yeah, as long as it's not like, contaminated inside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can wash it inside well.
I'm not gonna get that one from Timu. I think that one I might
Probably
be
have
more,
to go to
a more
a
expensive
proper-
one.
yeah. You got to spend some money on that one. You have to.
But you got Timu.
yeah, you got
That's a
Temu.
budget. You got Bondara.
Yep,
Bondara's, I would say, okay, if we're gonna do like
ranking.
ranking, Timu is £1 sign or dollar sign or whatever,
Yeah.
naira sign or CD,
Not so
whatever it is.
naira.
Whatever it is. Your currency sign is 1. I would say Bondara is like 2. Bondara and Love Honey. Love Honey is a bit cheaper actually. So let's say Love Honey is 2, Bondara is 3, and then you got Harmony will be 4.
Yeah, yeah,
Harmony is the most.
yeah.
I got a dildo from Harmony once. It was rock hard.
Yeah, I don't think I've done Harmony. Love Harmony and Bondara I have.
Not rock
It
hard.
was hard.
So as it's so
And it
expensive.
smelled like plastic. It
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the ones that
Yeah.
smell like plastic.
No. And it came with a harness attached to the dildo. So I couldn't take the harness off the dildo.
Oh,
It was already.
rubbish. Yeah.
Yeah,
And even the harness was also plastic.
Mm.
I used it at one time only.
Do you change your harness when you change sexual?
The
partners?
harness or the dildo?
Sorry, the. So you should
Definitely
the harness is dirty, boy. But do you change the dildo when you change sexual partners?
I have as of recently because they're not having it.
It depends on the person
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Because I wash it the same way you the penis people wash their penis. The same way I wash my dildo.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? So
Do you change?
I am a lover girl that lost her virginity at 19 in a 3-year relationship and then have got into another relationship. So the last one was left with the ex. The new one, oh my gosh, I remember I needed to get a new harness when I first got with my current girlfriend. She was like, oh, don't worry, I have one. I said, you think I'm going to use a
It
harness?
wasn't a new one.
Somebody's butt cheeks have been in.
Oh,
Hey, wait, so it wasn't new?
please.
It wasn't new?
It wasn't new. She thought I was going to use a harness that someone...
It's been between someone's butt cheeks.
I
Was
said,
it her butt that wasn't it, or somebody else's butt wasn't it?
It was someone else, yeah, someone
no.
else. I think they
Girl.
both had used it. I'm sorry. I can't be involved in that.
Not the harness.
I can't be
Not
involved
the
in
harness.
that. We still have one of the dildos that she used,
Yeah.
I feel like, elsewhere, but
But it was used on
it's
her
not going
as
on me. I
well.
just feel like, do your
Yeah,
thing.
it's not used on. It's only used on her, so it's fine.
No, but she came with a harness.
Yeah, the harness one.
Yeah,
is
no,
what
I
had-
bought another harness.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't. Please, let's clear that one up.
Yeah. I think
Harness, I feel like you have to change.
I think that's because I'm honestly, when I know I'm not doing anything, but I'm leaky.
Yeah, it's up in the crevices.
Oh, he's up in them.
So can you?
It's all up
Juices
in
have
there.
juice. And the
Yeah.
thing is, if you're getting a harness, like the adjustable one, that is like cotton material, whatever material that is, it's a material.
That's why things get stuck in there.
get stuck in the crevices of that. Like you can't.
That's something even a washing machine can't solve. Bleach,
Yeah, like, it
nothing.
gets
Get
up
just
in
throw it
there.
away.
I literally looked at mine, and it was obviously clean because I had cleaned it. But I looked at it and I was like, I've had you for years, babe. It's
Yeah,
time
it's
to
time.
go.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time.
the part where the bits where I even like adjust it, were like
Mm.
crunching. crunching. Nah, it had to go.
Not crunching.
It had to go, and I thought I've still got a few things that need to go, man. They're in the box.
Yeah.
It's like that.
At some
I
point
could
you-
definitely use a restock of just a lot of things. Actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Used to do a bit of a spring clean in it after a while.
Yeah, I had to do one at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I'm done. Has anyone ever caught you guys like, or seen your toys, or caught you in the act? Or almost gotten caught.
Do you know? Well, I went to Nana's house yesterday.
You saw my dildo on the bed, all right?
I didn't tell you that.
And my drawer was
I just laid
open.
there.
What next to it?
That's where it lives. Well, actually, I've started putting it in the drawer now.
Yeah,
Because my
drawers
sister
a good
used to
place.
come over and be like, "Why is that on the bed?"
That one toy is always in the bed.
That one. That's my favorite one.
How do you even use that? Because I've got it too. I've had it for years and I've never used it.
What's that, sorry?
The Lilo one is
It's
a
Lilo, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
vibrator.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, not the womanizer one.
No, the other one, the long one.
The
It's
long
got a little
one.
bit of. It's got a little.
So what do you do with the long
flicky
bit?
I don't do anything with the long bit. I ignore the long bit.
Because I've got that one too, and I've never used it because I'm like,
the flicky about for your clit.
the long bit looks intimidating.
So what about the small bit?
So
That
you
know
know
why?
what? On the other side.
I haven't even noticed there's an upside because the long bit looks intimidating. The long bit, yeah, is like a metal material, and then it's covered in like
what
it's
is
this
it?
pink silicone,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But the metal is just shining, so that looks intimidating.
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, yeah,
I do understand.
Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere though.
Is it meant to go somewhere?
Yeah,
What a child. Someone
It
have a
has to go in-
strong vagina balls for that.
But even some of the bullets, you can get like the longer metal looking things. I feel like there's a lot you can do with that.
With the bullet.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you know
like the bullet
there's
is more-
longer.
it
But
just
it's not
looks
like
more insertable.
not
the
like a
bullet.
small. Yeah.
yeah, I guess so because
This
it's.
one-
You can get longer and thicker ones though.
I've never seen
Yeah,
those ones.
it's not like a
actually.
small
I haven't
little-
seen the
What, the bullets?
yeah, because I used to use bullets like when I was younger, like
Mm-hmm.
19, early 20s.
Yeah.
And I used to get vexed when they died. I always
Yeah.
used
Thing
to-
about
that
bullets
small
gonna
little
die.
you know that small little battery.
Yeah, not
small little
yeah.
battery.
One thing about bullet is gonna die.
Yeah.
And they never come with batteries either.
That's why I'm so glad that these new toys they're rechargeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's time for me to re-up some toys.
yeah. No, it's time. I just re-upped, but I'm not even having sex. I'm in my asexual era, as you know, because you listen to podcasts and you edit every week. But I'm in my asexual era.
Wait, we need to let them know you've been taking ashwagandha.
Yeah, I've been taking ashwagandha because of
And
my
maca roots.
libido.
Yeah.
But I don't think I don't think they're both synonymous. I don't think that the fact that I'm in my asexual and my low libido is not synonymous.
Also,
Yeah.
libido is getting
separate.
higher, but it's still
yeah,
it's still in your asexual era.
yeah.
Do you feel like you know why your libido is struggling?
I do think it's to do with the pill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did say that.
I think it's to do with the pill. But also I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah, fine
Someone
with
commented
that.
on our TikTok the other day and was like, their libido went up with the pill, and I was like, oh, good for you, girl.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
love
it's
that.
different for everybody.
How often do you think we should be having sex in relationships?
This is a good question.
What is a
Yeah.
healthy
See,
amount?
the reason I even asked about the libido, because I feel like sometimes I struggle
Is mental
like
health
with
though?
mine, and I do think mine
Yeah.
is connected to mental
Yeah.
health. I also just have always had a lot of like hormone things. When I was younger, I was on the pill for a long time to regulate my hormones and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. I think in a relationship, you know, grown adults that work and stuff.
Because that's true.
3 times a week.
I think that's all right.
Yeah, I think 3 times a week is fair.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get in trouble because a lot of the times that's maybe not always happening around a relationship, and so I'm trying.
Yeah.
But sometimes
It'd be hard, though.
It's going
Oh,
to be a
sure
month where there's nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gonna be like that.
Sometimes it's
If
a
you're with
struggle.
someone for a long time, that's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because things do, like, you've got responsibilities. You're working. You might not have the energy
Yeah.
to even have sex. Like, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, sometimes you have your moments in it. You have your moments. You have your moments where you're just ready to go, and then it's kind of seasonal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and I think if there's one person who's like, we haven't had sex this week, like,
Yeah.
we have to, the other person has to try.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
What do you think is an acceptable amount in a week?
I think 3.5.
What does that?
Okay.
Oh, like a quickie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a quickie. Maybe like we're not both getting service.
Right.
Someone's getting service.
yeah.
How do you differentiate between a quickie and a session?
God, it's hard when you're gay, isn't it?
It is a bit hard being gay, but
Go on, tell us what you've been doing.
Yeah, go on.
I can see it. It's flashbacks.
what I say? A quickie.
What, like Toilet Chronicles?
Toilets? If that's what you want to do, you can do things in
Yeah.
the toilet when you're out.
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can.
Yeah, that could be.
It
That
do a
has to
lot.
be quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is a quickie.
Yeah.
That counts as a time during the week as well. And I'm so sorry, but it counts as a time during the week.
FYI.
And but even maybe it's like somebody's just woken up or something. One
Yeah.
person's going out. Quick, rub.
Yeah.
Some lick some pussy, and
Yeah.
you go.
I agree. Yeah.
But quickies are difficult.
I think
in
they're
our-
hard
in our-
for girls
Yeah.
because you want to.
Do you know
wanna
what?
keep
Also,
going.
it is just having sex, but very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you do to have
But
sex,
how?
but just do it really
Sometimes we
quickly.
don't. We're not quick.
You have to be
Yeah.
quickly.
I think I agree though. Toilet
Yeah.
type of session, them type of moments.
Outside kind of
Outside.
vibes. That can
Morning,
Yeah.
babe, I gotta go
Yeah.
work. Just
Yeah.
please.
I did have a quickie the other day. It wasn't in a cubicle in the toilets, but I had a quick one, and it was just like a normal session, but it had to be very quick.
How long is? What's the time?
But it didn't get. It wasn't. I wouldn't say that we could have went on for longer.
Yeah.
I mean, wanted to go on for longer, but we had things to do.
Yeah.
And
So are we talking 10 minutes, 15?
Yeah, what's quick?
What's quick?
it was about 30 minutes.
I mean, I guess we can still consider that a quickie.
Yeah. What's
right?
long? What's the longest you feel like?
I think more than 30 minutes is
I think the
normal.
average. Well, the one person I'm having sex with now, the average time is like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So that 30 minutes was a quickie.
I think 30 minutes for some people is a normal time.
Yeah, I
also
think
in
30
toilet
minutes
cubicles.
would
Not that we do that.
You
but
do.
if we were to go, no, if we,
You do that. Everybody knows
What, for
that.
30 minutes?
Everyone knows that you do that.
if we were to do toilet cubicles,
They go missing. So
I think we go missing for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If we were to do that, we'd go
Right.
missing for 10 to 15
right.
minutes.
What would you do like if you wanted to have sex but your partner wasn't in the mood? Like what happens then?
If I wanted to do it, we don't have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just don't have sex.
What if it's
Womanizer, hello.
you basically got to service yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
And not hopefully, maybe it might entice them to join in. But I feel like if someone doesn't want to, they just don't want to.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Does that happen
Yeah.
often? Because I feel like more time is the two of you are raring to go at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
That
I
doesn't
feel
happen
like for
often.
me, it's probably more often. Like I said, sometimes I do struggle with my libido, so it's probably more me that's like, she has to push it out of me a little bit more. But I mean, yeah.
I've struggled with my libido before, and she didn't really push it out of me. She was just like, your libido's low, but then when we argue, she'd bring up an argument like, you didn't even have sex with me right now.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have that. I feel like at the start, I feel like with the first time it maybe happened, I feel like it was a point of contention, like it was that thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like now if it happens, there's a lot more understanding that I feel like goes on behind, which I appreciate. And she knows like you'll come out of it. It's
Yeah.
a moment. let's just
Because
think.
low libido, a lot of things can be involved in it.
Yeah.
Like, especially moods.
Yeah,
If you're not in the mood, like, because whatever's going on in your life,
you're not in the mood. What
do
can
you know
you
what I
do?
mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was in the mood for a long time. So I
Yeah.
was not having sex. Do you know what I mean?
It's just
But-
kind of one of those things like, okay, it's not now, but try later, or
Yeah.
the next
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. You know,
Literally.
because it shouldn't be
It's
something that you
true.
push.
Yeah.
You know.
Right, we're going to get into our own personal dilemmas.
Oh,
It's nothing that you guys have sent us. We thought this week we will let you know our issues. Yeah. So I've got one. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't want to get my phone to read it. Like, it's nothing to read. Like, because I already know what my dilemma is. But I did write a note so I can remind myself what the dilemma is. But, okay. So, obviously, the person that I'm dating at the moment, she asked me to watch Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Because I've never watched Planet of the Apes. She told me to watch it because she wants to go to the cinema to watch it. We went to the cinema on that day to watch that thing that Zendaya's in.
Challenges.
I was
Oh,
at
yeah.
all the challenges. The lad said that it was good, so let's watch it. We watched it.
Didn't really like it.
I
didn't
really,
really
I want to
enjoy-
watch it. Is it not?
I thought it
No.
was great.
Well, none loved it. I think.
Just wait till it's.
I
on
feel like
Disney
we're
or
looking
something.
at it from a different point of view. I
Okay.
feel like I'm looking at it from an entertainment view. She's looking at it from a cinematic view.
Yeah. No, it's hard because when I was in theatre and I'd go to the theatre, like it's like I can't just watch the
You're
show
watching
and
on a
enjoy.
technical level as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was
Watching it in a
blown
different way.
technically. Like,
Technically, I believe
Yeah.
it was blown. But
Yeah.
Storyline, it felt a bit flat for me.
I can agree with that.
So we went to watch that. She wasn't really impressed at the end of the cinema. And she was like, I wanted to watch Planet of the
I think you
Apes.
should have taken it to watch Planet.
I think you- yeah, why did you not go
I'm
watch
not gonna
Planet of the
lie.
Apes?
I'm not gonna lie.
It's because I hadn't watched any of the Planet of the Apes before.
Yeah, but are they like? Is
She
it
said I should watch them before. So
Oh.
she said that. She goes, no worries, we're going to go
But you
cinema
could've
next
probably
week.
Still got into the
I
story.
could have got into it.
Yeah.
But this is what the issue is. The issue is, this was about a month ago.
I've just watched Planet of the Apes and then take us
Exactly,
cinema.
just bloody watch
The problem
it.
is I keep forgetting to watch it. So she thinks I just
But
don't
that's the
care
thing.
to
So
watch
that's,
it.
so that's what. Yes, that's what she's gonna think. She's like, you don't have any interest. You don't want to do
That's
it.
exactly what
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna come across as. But I think is whereas you don't really have the biggest interest in watching film and TV like that. Because even now I got annoyed because I'm like, we could talk about this stuff on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because some of it's gay.
Yeah,
But do you
I
know what
just
you
don't
do have
watch
an
it.
interest in? Her. And she really wants you to watch Planet
So
of the
you
Apes.
should watch
So
it.
just watch this one.
You watched
It's
Dune?
long. I'm not gonna lie. The films are like a little bit long.
That's what I'm saying. How many is there to watch?
You watched
There's a
Dune. You
few.
did it. We know you can do it.
I watched Dune before we went to watch it in cinema. So we watched Dune in the cinema as well.
Yeah.
Was on the way you was watching
I
it
was
on
still watching it even more buying the tickets in the
on
cinema.
5K speed.
I was watching it
was
on like
it?
2.5k. I was literally in it. While I was buying the tickets and buying the popcorn, I was watching the end of Dune.
So you can do it. You can do it. Just watch the
I
damn
think
thing.
watch. Yeah, because it feels like more the problem for her in this part is like, if you wanted to make time to do something that I wanted to do, like you would just allocate the time and do it, and then we can like enjoy this
Because
together.
you do
But
bad things.
We do a lot of things, but this is right
No,
now.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you do bad
I
things.
do bad things. I can watch. Okay, I'm gonna watch. You
Yeah.
can send me the link for
Watch
Planet of
it.
the
Okay,
Apes,
I've got
and I'll
websites.
watch it. I signed up to Apple TV and I didn't see. I didn't see on there. Planet
No,
of the
it's
Apes.
not.
I thought it would be on there. I didn't see it on there. Yeah, we watch. Send me a website.
I'll send you
me
a link. I'll send you a link. Yeah. Okay. I get where she's coming from. It's not the biggest deal ever,
Yeah.
but I get where she's coming from with that scenario.
This is like our biggest issue in our relationship at the moment. That one Planet of the Apes.
You
But
gotta
what
watch-
do you think like the core of that? Because it can't just. It's like that feels a little bit not a little bit deeper than just watch the show. Like I feel like it's more like show me that
Your
you care
interest.
about my
Yeah.
interest
Yeah,
enough.
she
to
says I've
take
got
the time.
uncomfortable and I'm not trying to like woo her anymore. I'm not trying to impress her anymore. She was like, you know, I like Planet of the Apes. And my thing is, I said, you like watching Backchat. I watched Backchat so we could talk about it. And I hate Backchat.
So you
Yeah.
have tried.
And then also, Arrogant Tay was coming to the UK and she's a hairstylist. So I was like, I'm going to get her tickets. I want to see. So I sent her all the ticket options for Arrogant Tay. She didn't even know any about these things. So I was like, I was taking an interest in a few things. But she's like, yeah, and I appreciate that. But you didn't watch Planet of the Apes.
Sorry, another disclaimer. She's trying.
Yeah. You are trying.
I feel like my girlfriend says the same thing to me as well, to be honest. You're too comfortable. You don't be doing, I want to bring back some of the romance. And I'm just thinking like, oh, we do so much romance. We spend so
Yeah.
much time together. I embrace you so much. Like, please.
we need to find a happy medium. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like, is it because we're masks and we're just
I was
a
going to
bit
say, I
more
just feel like we're all dating the same girl. I just feel like
Innit?
they're working on the same script a little bit.
I just feel like, yeah, because I don't know if because they're femmes, they like that kind of, you know, vibe. Like, but we're just like chilling it.
Yeah.
Just a bit more chill. We like romance too. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
we
I
like
love a bit of
romance.
We like
romance.
romance.
Yeah,
But
we
just
like romance.
Just a bit more chill than they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
guess.
think so. So
Yeah.
Gonna woo. I'm gonna watch Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And
And then you talk about it. Oh my god!
And
When
this-
this, remember when this happened?
This is
in
what
it?
You might love it.
When the man
You
came
might
back,
be
showed
like,
me
oh my
all the
gosh.
trailers, and I was just like, and she was like, you're just not enthusiastic because you haven't watched it. She was like, you just watch it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever been interested in watching. Planet of the
I
Apes.
think I remember watching the first one in cinema, and I don't think
I
I've
watched
seen
one in
it.
cinema
She
and I
thinks
was
it's like the
that's it.
best things ever. She thinks Planet of the Apes is the best.
No, I don't.
But Ro, if she likes it, you love it.
Yeah,
If she likes it, I love it.
If she likes it, you love it.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like I have actually watched maybe the first one, and I feel like I have the same opinion as you guys, but I love it.
yeah,
Yeah, you do.
We support that
Best
you love it.
film
We
ever.
want you to love it. Yeah,
So the answer to that is I'm going to watch Planet of the Apes, and I'll let you guys know how that goes.
yeah. We want an update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have time for one more or?
Yeah, nobody has come. Nobody has buzzed.
Okay, cool.
Someone did.
My dilemma is, so one of my exes was together for quite a substantial amount of time, and so we know a lot of the same people basically. Now, when we broke up, we decided that we was going to be friends. I'm friends with most of my exes. I think everybody knows that. We decided that we weren't going to date mutuals, like people we know.
Define mutuals.
Not friends. They're not our friends. Like they were never our friends. It's just like acquaintances. Hi,
So you
bye,
can't
have
date
on.
acquaintances.
Yeah, acquaintances. Hi, bye, Instagram, social media type vibe. See you in a party.
So if someone let's say your ex follows someone on Instagram, but they've never met in person before.
that's different now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's different.
So they
they
have
would
to
have had
have
to
met
met,
some
yeah,
type of
and had some sort of like
established
engagement.
something,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So now there's this girl who is, somebody that we both know. We've both like come into contact with, engaged with, had the conversations, whatever. This girl has been on my case a little bit. Like, what are you smiling?
I'm trying to think who you're talking about right now.
You know who is.
That
This girl's been on my case a little bit. She was just like, the community's so small. Like, how can you have these rules in place? Like, where, like, there's a mask shortage.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna find, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think you're attracted to, like, that shouldn't be a rule. And I've told her, like, this is just what we've put in place, and so that like no one's feelings get hurt, and because we're still friends and still care about each other. But she's like, what do you think? Do you think that she's right? This girl's right? Like, there is, the community is really small. Are we stopping our chances of like meeting people?
So it's an acquaintance.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call her a friend of either.
I'll call
of
her a
us.
strong acquaintance
Mm.
for your ex.
Yeah.
But they've gone out to dinner before.
Once. Yeah,
It was a double date.
yeah,
But they've been out to dinner before.
yeah.
But I
Was the double date with you?
No, I was.
No.
He wasn't.
Okay.
No, it wasn't even a double date. It wasn't with. It was with the girl and her boyfriend at the time,
Yeah.
and my ex and their sibling.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a double date. Okay.
No.
Okay. I agree that the scene is small, and sometimes you have to just. I mean, there's people dating people that I've dated that I know
Yeah.
that they're my acquaintance as well. Yeah, and they come to my events. They like. Do you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
happens, and I don't have like any like personal feelings towards it.
Yeah.
Is it because they weren't
But-
significant though?
But they because they weren't significant. So I feel that's why it's different. This is a significant ex, and you're both in each other's lives, and I think I think it's just going to create too much drama because you're both in each other's lives in quite a strong way.
Yeah.
So I feel like with her, I get what she's saying, and she's
I get
right.
what she's saying as well. Like,
Yeah.
I completely understand. And when she said that, there was nothing I could say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is not wrong.
No.
but it's not every situation is individual. Though.
Yeah.
like every situation is
it's
not the
nuance,
same.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because I was trying to think about it in my situations, but I think it's tricky maybe because you are still like friends
yeah.
and stuff. But I just believe in love so strongly, and I just feel
You
like
just love a girl.
it's bad. But I just feel like if this is like, I'm not saying it's your potential wife, but if it's someone that you actually could grow with, then
I don't think.
I don't think. I think it's more of a sexual.
It's a sexual thing. Yeah.
Thing. If I'm going to be honest, and I think
Cool.
she must know that.
I
too.
think it's a sexual
Yeah.
thing. I don't see because she doesn't. The way she comes at you isn't like on that. It's
Yeah.
more on sexual.
Yeah.
To be honest.
do we do pros and cons? Like, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen if you guys have some great sex?
Someone might get slapped. I don't know. Like there might be.
No one needs to know if you guys have sex.
Is that even
Is this what
worse?
we're
Because it is her
doing?
friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's still her
Yeah.
friend. She doesn't want to like as in your ex. Like, that's
Oh,
still
you
your
would
your
told your
friend.
friend that you had sex with her. Nana would tell the
but
ex
it
that
would
shit.
also feel like
Or if it just came out, it's not nice, is it?
no.
But she has the ex said to you not to this no to this person?
oh, absolutely.
Oh, then that's it. Then.
I feel like out of respect to your friendship, maybe just.
And I feel like I'm doing the right thing out of respect.
You are doing the right thing.
Yeah,
You are.
Because it's just going to create headache. Like, and I've been, I've lived that life of headache, of
Yeah.
doing things that will create headache. And when you have foresight and you can see into the future, like Raven.
Yeah.
I forgot Raven can see in the future. Yeah.
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 That whole thing.
Yeah. Like, then I'm too grown.
Do you know what as well?
Yeah.
There's also more context to this. Is the person has dated someone that we know.
That person said they didn't care.
Okay.
I feel like the pond is small,
Mm.
but there actually is more people though. So
There is.
And I guess she's in the queer pond. Is she even in the queer space?
Kind of.
She's
Not
kind of in the queer
She got like
spaces,
a little. She got a foot in there.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
also feel like because I'm saying no, is making her more interested.
Yeah, 100%. It seems like that.
Girl,
Attention.
Came to me and was like,
rising.
tell her that she's missing out.
I'm not a good time. My sex is dead.
Screaming.
or you just do it and deal with the consequences, life.
I can't. No, I would have done that if I was a bit younger. But I'm not doing that anymore. Like
hear you,
I've done
I
that.
hear you.
Ella,
I hear you, I hear you, I hear
I've
you.
done it and I've enjoyed
Yeah.
well.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? I've done it to the fullest and enjoyed it.
You got to leave this one.
Yeah.
Gonna just have
The
to
thing
learn,
is, I
man.
would if it wasn't going to be an issue, I definitely would have sex with her. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Yeah.
No, you look like my big attention.
Yeah. But I don't think she would be a good time. But I can't do that.
No, it's just too
Just
much
out of
drama.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too much drama.
That's my dilemma, guys. Tell me what you think.
Use
Use
the
the hashtag. I'm done.
Hello? Any dilemmas?
Oh, do I have a dilemma? I don't know if I do, maybe I just take it back to the libido stuff. Like, been in a relationship, approaching 2 years now. That is going amazing. Like our connection's amazing. The way we support and hold each other is amazing. I do think the libido stuff is down to like maybe mental health and hormonal stuff. What do I do to just give myself boosts? Or even in those moments that we was talking about before, when they're like come on, like, or trying to do their thing to get you there, and you're not thinking, what do I need to do to?
That's so hard, I think.
And so your libido's low and you're not there.
Yeah, and even if like they're trying to like do sexy and try and get you there, you're still not there. Do you know what I mean? Like that's
Do you
really
know what? I feel
hard.
like you need to have like a conversation, and I understand why she's trying to get you there, but I think you need to have a conversation of like, let me come to you, because you also don't want to make her feel like rejected.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's that feeling as well, like, and then people like start to feel
Internalise
undesired,
it,
or they feel
Yeah.
it just gets on their confidence and stuff like that as well.
And do you know what? I
'cause,
feel like that's happened and we've got past that and we have an understanding of that. I
Yeah.
think I just wouldn't just know how to just say Ella.
just
turn
get
it on.
Yeah, just see
Yeah.
it just,
Now.
Let's
But
go.
maybe it's getting to the root of the actual.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a hormone imbalance or if it's like a mental health issue, maybe it's figuring that out first, because you got to get to the root of it. You can't just put a plaster in it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Obviously, the ashwagandha and the maca root is there.
Kevin Gates is really
go
has been,
on to Amazon and buy
I
them
might
things
have
there.
to, might try
That is there, but I think also dealing with like the root
Yeah.
problem would probably
Definitely.
help as well.
Yeah.
You know, because like when your mind is like, you got bare things on your mind, bare clutter.
Yeah.
There's no space for sex.
And it's just so annoying because sex is so good.
I know.
Like, I'm just sometimes like, Ella, sort
Yeah,
it
and the worst thing is
out.
having sex in your mind is not there. It's the worst thing.
Yeah,
So-
because you're not present.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the last thing you want to do is be having sex with the person that you love and not be in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys had
100%.
like, I've been on like a nice date recently. Like, you go out somewhere.
We do.
and,
The
like,
thing is, we are definitely joint at the hip and do a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are due a proper date because we were very consistent on dates, but I think just life
Mm-hmm.
can whatever. So I think we are due a date and we're setting something up. And our anniversary is coming up, so hopefully a trip or something is coming up soon. And I think
Maybe getting out of that in the same environment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the same room, the same house.
that's what
do
we
you
was
know
even
I mean?
talking about recently because we do. She basically lives with me and I live with my mum. But I think doing up little hotel trips and stuff, we don't really do none of that. I think we need to be
should.
doing more.
Get the rose petals out.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I watched Stephen, what's his name? His podcast.
Bartlett.
This guy, yeah. And they were talking about sex and how many times you're supposed to have sex in a relationship, all of that. But they said the sex therapist on there said that sometimes you shouldn't focus on the actual sex. You should focus on the intimacy. So that's like, even when that's why
I agree.
you mentioned the bath thing. Like,
Yeah.
you can do the
I
bath, you can
agree.
have the candles, you can have the music, you can even just be touching each other. It doesn't have to be like sexual intercourse.
Yeah,
if we have
definitely.
sexual intercourse. I don't know, but yeah. Let's not even get into that conversation. Let's not. We've had too many of those conversations. But like the intimacy part of it, even if it's just touching, hugging, stroking, all of that stuff, that might lead to something. And try not to put too much pressure on yourselves. Yeah.
I feel like I do all of that, so it's just tricky. I think I feel like you hit it on the head in terms of just getting to the root of whatever is going on up here and in here, and then we'll get there because sex is a good time, and I want to be doing more shit. I feel like I'm 25 and I've got to
get the whips out.
Yeah.
Get the whips out.
Yeah, try,
get the blindfold.
Try something
get the
new.
gag.
Yeah.
I have a gag, you know.
Did I ever use my gag because somebody didn't want to use it?
I've never used it though.
I think I need to also. I think I've got a more sexual awakening to come as well, because I'm pretty down to go for it, but I think there's more I can let go.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I think I had my sexual awakening when I was 20. When was Afro Nation again? I was 29. I was there, had my sexual awakening because I went to Peaches. And that opened my eyes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Peaches have an event called Freaknik, by the way.
Are we allowed to advertise that?
Why not?
Anyone can come to this.
Well, I think you need to know a member.
Oh,
and
okay,
you can come, but it's not. You don't have to membership for this one. But Freaknik, it's not a play party. It's just a party.
It's just a party.
But
there's playful people there.
I was gonna say there's
playful
people there. You know,
I'm gonna be there, and we are having. When's Freaknik?
On the 2nd of August.
It's not on the 10th.
No.
Okay. We're having a party on the 10th of August. It's a nighttime party in Lower Third.
Sexy. It's gonna be so sexy.
It's gonna be sexy. 11 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Be there. What is that?
I have no idea.
Her being there. The people being there.
There's no more announcements.
Send us your dilemmas. Send it to hello@tutus.co.uk if you want us to read it out and answer the dilemmas. We're more than happy to do that.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for all the lovely messages as well for when we reach episode 200. All the comments on YouTube, in the DMs, everyone tag us in their stories, on the posts on I didn't post it on TikTok yet, but on Instagram,
on Twitter as well.
On Twitter, all of that. Thanks for the love. We really appreciate it. Yeah. Our live show in New York is still happening. I think the tickets come out when?
Soon.
In August.
Yeah.
Beginning of August. Listen, the lineup of the guests,
it's a good lineup.
Hey, the tickets are going to be done. I think the tickets will be done in like 2 days.
Yeah, I think it will go quickly.
I think it will go quickly.
Yeah.
They're only going to be $10 probably.
Yeah.
But you'll see when they come out. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the New York area, even New Jersey.
Get a train.
Is Washington close? Washington?
No, I don't know if Washington's
even if you're Atlanta, it's not close.
Just travel.
You can travel.
Get yourself there.
But Americans like to fly.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do. Make a weekend of it or something.
Away, though,
catch a flight and come and see us.
Okay.
You know, we're worth it.
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely.
So, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for Ella. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Is it going to feel weird, like editing this after?
I think it's going to feel really weird.
Yourself
and hearing it's going to feel really weird, but here we
go. We move. Use the hashtag Tutus Podcast and Conversation on Twitter. Make sure you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We on the road to 10k subscribers.
Yes,
10k subscribers.
Let's be going.
So please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow our personal pages. Engage with all our posts because we need some free clothes. Please do that. And until next week, peace.